It is a very tight, very detailed, evidence-laden indictment, and the conduct in there is awful. I mean, put aside taking the documents in the first place, but then when you start getting asked, Anderson, in May of 21, nicely, with a letter from the archivist saying, could you please give them back? And you ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. Then they come with a grand jury subpoena, and then according to the indictment, you tell your lawyers, tell them we don't have anything, even though you have dozens and dozens of boxes of material. That's obstruction of justice if it's true. And so I think the former attorney general is absolutely right. And look, I did this for 7 years in New Jersey. We did 130 political corruption prosecutions without a loss. What I can tell you for sure I know about that indictment is there's probably about a third of the evidence they actually have is in that indictment.
There's a lot more.
There will guaranteed be a lot more. When you're a prosecutor, you never put every card on the table before the trial. And so there's going to be a lot more.
As indictments, I mean, you've had a lot of experience with indictments. This one is very detailed.
It is. It's what we call in the business a speaking indictment. Because remember, when you're the prosecutor, you can't comment beyond what's in the four corners of that document. So I think that Jack Smith understood that the American people were going to need a fulsome explanation if you're going to bring an indictment against the former president of the United States, and I think he was right. So that is much more detail than you'd see in the typical indictment. But also, don't be fooled. There's a lot more information to come when they go to trial. Specifically, I think there are going to be a lot of witnesses who actually worked for Donald Trump who are now going to be testifying against him.
In the 37